Yo, what's good people, it's Cactus, and in today's video, I'm going to be making a New York drill beat for artists like Fivio Foreign and Pop Smoke. Fivio recently dropped his new album Bible, and it's hard. There's a lot of orchestral beats, plus my guy Saint Cardona got a placement on there, so shout out to him. And that's the style of drill I'm going to be going for today, so let's get straight into it. Alright, cool. So whenever it comes to beats like this, orchestral New York drill, I like to start off with a BPM somewhere around 143. And then I either start off with a piano or strings. So I'm thinking strings, we'll get the chords down and then build around that. And a real good bank for strings is Strings of Winter. These are all dark sounding. I could just start off with some sustained strings and then go from there. And I'm not going to use a scale. I'm just going to click some notes in, build some chords and see what happens. So I'm feeling these two chords. Let's try another one. Alright, so I'm feeling this progression. Maybe I could change this last one though. There we go. I'm just going to randomize the velocity a bit. Maybe bring the whole thing down. Alright, next up is the piano. You've probably seen me using this 1,000 times, but it's the hardest piano. And I'm just going to add the bass notes. And then double them up. See how it just adds that thickness. Could randomize them a little bit. I want them to hit kind of hard. And then you already know I'm going to add a violin. And it's going to be from the Chris Hines strings bank. I'll just see which one fits right. Okay, so I've also brought the channel volume down just to make it a little bit more natural. Next, I'm going to add some more strings from Analog Lab, and these are just to emphasize some of the notes in the violin. Mainly those two. So to make it easier, I can just copy these in, and then I'm going to get rid of some. I think just those. Next, I'm thinking to add some kind of mallet, and I could just use the Mellotron again, so maybe something like this. So that last one was just to add a little bit of texture. I need to process everything properly, but I think it needs some staccato strings too. So I just need to play with the velocity. Something like this. Randomize the velocity a bit more. And on top of that, I just need to separate some of the notes so it's a bit more natural. And the last thing I think it needs is something to add some texture, and I found this in Arcade. I think that could just sit underneath it. Actually, for these type of beats, I always like some kind of vocals in them. So I might do two different ones. I might do this one to act as a bit of a texture. And then I'm thinking in one section of the beat, when the violins and maybe the staccato strings come out, I'll have some kind of solo vocal come in. I'm just gonna add a little bit of a tape machine. Just keeping it very subtle though. I'm just adding a bit of reverb to the second violin too. Then I'm adding some crystallizer to those keys or bells. I'm also just cutting some of the lows out of those vocals. Alright, so I actually want to add one more thing. I know it's getting a bit busy, but when I arrange everything, it'll make more sense. And this is only going to be for texture, it's just going to be this one note. Alright, cool. I've definitely got enough of the melody now, so I'm going to add in the drums. I think it just needs to be a little bit simpler. For the counter snares, I've been updating this kit loads. There's like 30 counter snares in here now. And I think I want to use this one. Okay, for the second counter snare, we'll take this one. For the 808, I think I'm gonna have to go back to the Go to New York one. Then we can start off with the progression, just following the bass notes of the piano. Maybe I could chop this note up. Could also pan those ones as well. For this one, I just want to slide into itself. Then I'll just bring down the velocity of these two. Alright, so this is one pattern. Alright, next up is just going to be some perks. So I think for one, I can use a rim. Alright, just a few last minute things now. So one thing's going to be a riser, and then I think it just needs a gunshot, and then I can start arranging it. I'm just going to pitch this up so it's in key. And then yeah, like I said, just a few gunshots. And then I think a stomp too. Alright, so I think it's got enough right now. So as always, I'll finish arranging everything, then I'll show you the final outcome. Alright, so I finished arranging the beat, and I can't lie, this one came out crazy. I kind of went in with the arrangement. A lot of people ask me how long I spend on beats as well, and when it's beats like this, yo, sometimes it takes me like 3 hours just because I'm so indecisive and I keep changing things around. But you'll see what I mean when I play it. So the structure's a bit mad, but I found room for everything, and the only new thing that I added was this solo vocal. And this sounds crazy because I added a lot of reverse, delay, and reverb, and this middle bit almost sounds like an ARP. You'll see what I mean. So these are the solo vocals, and I'm just starting with the strings and piano. See what I mean? How it sounds like an ARP. It's mad.
Cactus.
Oh yeah, I did the sub bass too. Introducing the violin, and then we're going to the hook. And then in the second part of the hook, with that second violin, I just copied the other notes. See how it picks up energy again, with the original vocals too. So when it drops into the verse, I just take everything out, but bring in the solo vocals again. And then here's the other texture I found, space bar. And then with the piano, it's the same pattern as the violin. It just hands it over. And the staccato strings are coming up in volume 2. Right, so we've got all this energy rising, and then it dips for the bridge. I think this one came out mad. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope you were feeling the beat. And if you like listening to the beats that I make, I've got a brand new instrumental tape coming out, hopefully within the next few days. So keep a lookout for the Prick Tape Volume 4. There's some crazy features on there. I think you're gonna love it. And yeah, once again, I appreciate you for watching the video. Much love, and I'll see you next time.